It's Coach Mazzoni with D1 Pitching Mechanics and the pitching coach at Sacred Heart University. And welcome back to our 10 key concepts for the mental approach to pitching. And today we're going to talk about concept number 5. And it's how we affect hitters. And probably the best way to start thinking about this is if you're at the plate. Most of you guys have hit. Now you hit, or you hit some point in your past. Think about if you were getting 4 at-bats, what would you want the pitcher to do to go 4 for 4? My guess is you're all going to want a fastball somewhere in your range, depending on what level you play at. You're going to want a fastball that doesn't move, that's the same speed every pitch. So if it's 75 miles an hour, it's 75 miles an hour every pitch. Everybody has their preference. I like it kind of down and in as a lefty. You might like it a little up and away, whatever, but you want the pitch to go there again and again and again, so you can time it up, know what you're looking for, and basically destroy the guy, right? Okay, so if you take that philosophy and now turn it in terms of pitching, what can we do that's not that? That's not serving up the same pitch over and over again. Well, the first and most obvious thing is that we can affect the hitter in and out, in and out, in and out, constantly working in and out. Now, I've had many guys at the college level, Division I level, that don't throw very hard, and that's at the D1 level, 79 to 81, 2 or 3, that can destroy people inside, that can truly make guys late, tie them up, or actually freeze them on the inside. How do they do that? They do it by setting them up. Okay, so they might throw fastball away, breaking ball away, changeup away. 4 pitches in, the counts 1 and 2 with a foul ball. Now they might give a shake off and throw hard inside. Hitters relate pitches to the other pitches that they've seen. Really, I want you to understand that. If we all got together and got a pitching machine out and it threw 95 every pitch, eventually we'd start ripping the thing, okay? But if all of a sudden someone's throwing 60 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour, then throws 74 miles an hour, we're late because our internal clock has timed out the way that pitch is coming in, okay? So same also with location. You can set people up by going certain places and then surprising them the other way. And you could do that in reverse. You might go in, okay? Same thing. Up and down, that's another way to affect the hitter. We have in, out, we also have up, down. We could be low, 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 starting to get the guy's barrel going down, and then all of a sudden make them chase high, right? So we could bring the ball up, it looks good, but there's no way after their barrel coming down that they could stay on top and stay on that high pitch, okay? So we can affect them up and down. Then we have back and forth. Probably the most effective way is to affect guys back and forth with change of speeds. The guys that I've done the best with at Sacred Heart and in my whole coaching career are guys that we've recruited that their velocity is on the lower side, 81, 82, 83, 84, but that know how to pitch. And by knowing how to pitch, it means you throw a changeup. You trust your changeup. You'll throw a changeup in fastball situations. You'll throw your changeup at any time. And then those kind of guys, when they develop the velocity, now become prospects or become really good because they have the velocity to back it up, but they'll still throw any pitch, any count. Conversely, a lot of the hard throwers come in, have never really needed to rely on secondary pitches. They might have a breaking ball, but they certainly don't have a changeup. And they'll throw hard, but at the college level, you're facing guys 4 or 5 years older. If you don't have that changeup to keep them honest, you'll struggle. So we can affect guys back and forth. And we'll talk a little bit more about the changeup later on, but you could certainly tremendously affect guys back and forth. Pedro Martinez, Felix Hernandez, Trevor Hoffman, Greg Maddux. The list goes on and on for guys with really good changeups at the big leagues that are really Hall of Fame type pitchers, okay? And then the last way we can affect them is movement. So if our ball runs and tails to our arm side, or if it cuts, or if it even has sinking action to it. And that's why I encourage you guys when you're playing catch to just mess with different grips. Talk to other pitchers. If you see a guy that has a ball that moves a certain way, talk to him about his grip and how he holds it or his arm angle. Learn from each other. So movement is really, really, really effective. I would probably rather take a guy that throws 86 with a lot of run and movement than a guy that throws 90 with a straight fastball. And I think hitters would say the same. And again, back to my favorite guy of all time, Greg Maddux. Threw 88 miles an hour, fastball ran, and he located it with movement. and he was tremendous. The lefties would jump out of the way, the pitch would be a strike, he'd throw it on the corner, they'd swing and miss because it would run off. The righty would take the pitch on the outside, it would land as a strike, and on the inside, they would go to swing and it would saw them off. Basically threw 80% fastballs for a guy that threw 88 miles an hour, and in my opinion, no one that plays Major League Baseball the rest of the time the sport's on the planet will get more wins than Greg Maddux had because of his effective use of pitching to contact, to location, and using the fastball. Okay, so tip number 5 is about how to affect hitters with different